In our previous video, we have discussed extension of Cauchy's theorem and Cauchy's integral formula. Today we will discuss Cauchy's integral formula for derivatives and Morera's theorem. First one, Cauchy's integral formula for derivatives. Statement: if f of z is analytic within and on the closed curve C and a be any point within C, then f dash of a is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi I into integration of f of z divided by z minus a whole square with respect to z over C. We have to prove this condition by using f of z is analytic within and on the closed curve C. Given f of z is analytic function within and on the boundary of C, we have discussed Cauchy's integral formula in our previous video, that is f of a is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi I into integration of f of z divided by z minus a with respect to z over closed contour C. This is the Cauchy's integral formula. Give it as equation number 1. Now we have to apply Leibniz rule for differentiation under integral sign for the equation number 1. What does this rule says? That is d by dt of integration of f of xt with respect to x over the limits a to b, which is equal to integration of dou by dou t of f of xt with respect to x over the limits a to b. This rule says ordinary differential equation changes to partial differential equation under the integral sign. On applying Leibniz rule for equation number 1, we get here it is with respect to z as here it is with respect to x, and pi of z value is f of z divided by z minus a. Pi of z contains one more term, that is a. Here it is one more term is t. Therefore, it is d by dt of this integral. Since pi of z contains one more term, that is a, therefore we have to differentiate equation 1 respect to a, that is d by dA of f of a equal to 1 by 2 pi I is a constant. Keep it outside of the integral. Integration of under the integral sign, ordinary differential equation changes to partial differential equation, that is dou by dou A of f of z divided by z minus a with respect to z. Since we are differentiating it partially with respect to a, f of z is independent of the term a, therefore it is treated as constant. Hence dou by dou A of 1 divided by z minus a with respect to z, which is equal to 1 by 2 pi I, as it is integration of f of z. We know that differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 divided by x square. Therefore partial differentiation of 1 divided by z minus a with respect to a is minus 1 divided by z minus a its square. Since we are differentiating it with respect to a, differentiation of minus a is minus 1 dz, which is equal to 1 by 2 pi I minus into minus plus under the integral f of z divided by z minus a its square with respect to z over the closed contour C. d by dA of f of a can be written as f dash of a, which is the RHS. This is with respect to Cauchy's integral formula for derivatives. To find the Cauchy's integral formula for nth derivative, we have to differentiate this equation up to nth term. That is, on differentiating this equation, we get f double dash of a. We have to differentiate this equation using Leibniz rule for differentiation under integral sign. This implies f double dash of a is equal to 2 factorial divided by 2 pi I into integration of f of z divided by z minus a its cube with respect to z over C. Again differentiating above equation by using Leibniz rule, we get f triple dash of a is equal to 3 factorial divided by 2 pi I into integration of f of z divided by z minus a to the power 4 with respect to z over the closed contour C. In general, f to the power n of a is equal to, here the power is 3, which is 3 factorial, here the power is n, therefore it is n factorial 2 pi I into integration of f of z divided by Here the power is 3 and here the power is 4. Here the power is n, therefore it is z minus a to the power n plus 1 with respect to z over the closed contour C. This is called as Cauchy's integral formula for nth derivative. Next concept, Morera's theorem. It is also called as the converse of Cauchy's theorem. Cauchy's theorem says what? F of z is analytic within and on the closed contour C. Then we have to prove integration of f of z with respect to z over C is equal to 0. Since it is a converse of Cauchy's theorem, we have to prove it in a reverse manner. That is, f of z is continuous inside and on the closed contour C, and integration of f of z with respect to z over C is equal to 0. Then we have to prove f of z is analytic. Given f of z is equal to u plus iv, it is a function which is continuous inside and on the closed contour C. By the definition of complex line integrals, we have integration of f of z with respect to z over C is equal to f of z can be written as u plus iv. We know z value is x plus iy. On differentiating it, we get dz value as dx plus I times of dy over C. On multiplying these two terms, we get under the integral sign u dx plus I into v dx plus I into u dy plus I into I square into v dy. On separating real and imaginary parts, we get integration of u dx. I square value is minus 1, therefore it is minus v dy. In these two terms, I is common. Take it outside. I of v dx plus u dy. Give it as equation number 1. Now we have to apply Green's theorem for the equation number 1. We know that Green's theorem states that if p of xy and q of xy be two continuous functions and C is any closed contour, then integration of p dx plus q dy over the closed contour C is equal to, under the double integral sign, partial differentiation of q with respect to x minus partial differentiation of p with respect to y into dx dy over the domain D. Left hand side of equation number 1 is same as it is, that is integration of f of z with respect to z over the closed contour C is equal to. We learned how to apply Green's theorem while discussing the Cauchy's theorem. Here directly I am going to apply it. On applying Green's theorem for the first term of the equation number 1, we get first term is u dx minus v dy. Under the double integral sign, it is minus dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y into dx dy over the domain D plus I as it is. On applying Green's theorem for the second term, we get second term is v dx plus u dy. It is under the double integral sign, partial differentiation of u with respect to x minus partial differentiation of v with respect to y into dx dy over the domain D, which is equal to double integration of minus dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y plus I inside the bracket dou u by dou x minus dou v by dou y into dx dy. But in the statement they have given integration of f of z with respect to z over the closed contour C is equal to 0. Therefore left hand side of this equation is 0. We get double integration of minus dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y plus I inside the bracket dou u by dou x minus dou v by dou y into dx dy over the domain D is equal to 0. On integrating this equation, one integral with respect to x cancel and other integral with respect to y cancel. We get simply minus dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y plus I of dou u by dou x minus dou v by dou y, and 0 can be written as 0 plus I times of 0. On equating the terms, we get minus dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y is equal to 0 and dou u by dou x minus dou v by dou y which is equal to 0. Above equations can be written as dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x and dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. These are the Cauchy-Riemann equations, and by sufficient condition for the function to be analytic, we know that if f of z satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equations, then it is analytic function. Here the function satisfies Cauchy-Riemann equations, therefore f of z is analytic within the domain D. This is with respect to Morera's theorem.